Hello and welcome back to Joe Dever's Lone Wolf HD Remastered. Let's continue. You leave the clearing and hurry through the trees towards the devastated encampment. You are weary from the fight and you have sustained heavy wounds, but your enemies came off far worse. Well, since I don't have... You know what? I think I'll just drink one more of those. Yeah, I think that's a good choice. Let's see. Barely a handful of troops have survived the avalanche. Fires have started among the few remaining tents, and with their leaders and comrades now dead, the morale of the survivors is shattered. They cry with fear when they see you approaching, and several flee towards the chasm in blind panic. You hear their lost screams of terror as they plummet into the yawning depths of the ravine. Your eyes is caught by a shimmering glow in the rim of the avalanche's debris. You scoop away the snow from around the pulsing light and discover the cube. It is perfectly intact and bears no evidence of damage from the explosive charge it released. You're stowing the cube in your backpack when you hear the footsteps in the snow approaching from behind. You spin on your heel and face Leandra. She emerges from the trees with a scowl on her face. This could have been avoided if you'd listened to me, she says accusingly. The bridge crossing was clear when I arrived there. It was my decision to make. The bridge is too close to the mines. I was wary of opening another way for the raiders to cross the chasm. I made my choice and accepted the risk. Leandra does not reply. She knows your reasoning is sound, and she is practical enough to recognize that your choice was not an easy one. It was no small feat to have opened a way across the chasm. You take this moment of hesitation as an opportunity to ask her something that has been playing on your mind. Leandra, there is something I need to know. Why, despite your father's strict orders, did you defy him and study the Chianti power cubes in secret? The girl is shocked by your bold question. Her eyes widen and her hands begin to tremble. You have unlocked a dark secret that has haunted Leandra for some time. A flood of tide emotion wells up inside her, and she is suddenly powerless to hold it back. With a subdued voice, she tells you her sad story. 2 years ago, the miners of the old hot spring mine accidentally discovered the Chianti chamber that you visited. They called for my father to explore the halls. When he found the cubes, I realized their potential. He demanded that the mine should be sealed off, for fear that the power of the relics would endanger us all. I accompanied my father, and my opinion about the cubes was the opposite. They would empower us, not endanger us. I retrieved one of the cubes and took it back to Rockstar. I studied it in secret and began to understand its properties. It harnesses a powerful energy that can be calm and stable. I also discovered that by rearranging the facets of the cube, a cube can be made safe to carry. Leandra pauses to wipe away a tear from her eyes. Before she continued. Fucking hell, why am I yawning so much? One dreadful morning, our neighbor's young son sneaked into our house when I was gathering some books in my attic room. Young Leonard was always so curious about my inventions. He thought the key was a harmless toy. He took it and ran out the back door. He was only a few steps away from the house when the cube exploded. Leonard was killed instantly, and I was so sorry, because I knew it was my fault, but there was nothing I could do to hold that would bring him back to life. I retrieved the cube and hid it in my room. The villagers knew Leonard as a reckless boy. They didn't ask themselves too many questions. It was assumed that he had stolen some explosives, like the ones we used to sweep the tunnels of the mine. They said it was an unfortunate case of death by misadventure. I didn't know what to do. I told my father what had really happened, and he was furious. He said it was my fault because the cube should have not been there in the first place. I tried to explain what I was working on, but he would not listen. He said he would not tell Sheriff Towler. but you demanded that I got rid of the cube. I would pay any price. I would have paid any price, but it was my research and it was meant to make our lives better. I did not want anyone to get hurt, and so I reassured him I'd get rid of the cube. But I lied. I continued my research into Chianti power, and eventually I was able to construct my prototype. I think this will be my last episode for now. Whew. I'm so sorry about that. No idea why I'm so sleepy. It's only 14:10 in the afternoon. It is a sad tale and a responsibility that must be hard for you to bear. You reply, falteringly. You're more than a little shocked and surprised by Leandra's sudden candidness. Leandra doesn't lose her focus. You can understand now why my father is adamant that they have nothing more to do with Chianti relics. Looking directly into her eyes, she says, I know deep in my heart that the power they contain can bring about a better future for us all. I still feel sick for what happened to Lanar, but now I owe him some results. I don't want his death to have been in vain. My father will never agree, but, like you, I must be free to follow my own path. Judging by the look on your face, it's clear that you still don't really understand. Maybe you never will. Well, I'm not staying here to freeze to death. It's long past time I followed my own path. And with these terse words, she turns about and leaves, disappearing quickly into the trees that borders upon the chasm. You start to run after her, but you soon realize that you're too tired to keep up. You stop to catch your breath, and while you're recovering, you decide to abandon the pursuit. Leandra is as stubborn as she is strong-willed. She will go her own way regardless. You can only hope she does not do anything foolish while she roams the enemy-occupied forest alone. So what do we get? Dexterity. The usual. So strength goes directly on vitality. I should maybe get more vitality. These are more strength related actions. And we start in Act 3 now. Forest Hunt. The night is still young and you must push on. Your muscles ache with the combat fatigue, but you dare not to stop to your rest. The main enemy outpost is nearby, and once you find it, perhaps you will also discover the way to Vetag. Whatever lies ahead is in the northern area of the sunken forest. You vow to face and defeat it. I'm just gonna go down there and sell some stuff and buy some new stuff as well, so I'll see you in a moment. Okay, let's make our way here. I didn't buy anything, I just sold a couple of items that I'm not gonna use. Yes, I want to write my story from there. You discover a tall pine that has shed most of its foliage, leaving its branches bare. It is an easy task to climb this tree. As soon as you clear the canopy of the surrounding forest, you study the surroundings. To the northwest, you see the ominous outline of Vetag, perched on the rim of the crater. Its grim silhouette chills your blood. I guess that's a tower. You can trek directly towards the enemy fortress in the hope of finding a passage in the cliff wall that will enable you to gain entry, or you can explore the eastern area of the sunken forest. There you may find clues and information that will help you to fulfill your mission. I'm not gonna go in blind, so we're going to head on to the eastern wilderness. Probably gonna fight something as well. No? Good. You reach a small clearing that is dominated by a large mound of ancient snow-covered debris. You climb to the top of the mound that you are treated to a moonlit view of the sunken forest. To the north of the chasm is the ashen light. You can see Vitag perched on the northwest rim of the crater. It is a chilling sight. You can head directly towards the enemy fortress, which is obviously the most direct approach, or you can explore the eastern area of the forest. Yeah, so this, I was given the same information basically. Let's just check that out as well. Oh, we got a fight on our hands. You push on through the forest until you stumble upon some fresh tracks that have been left in the snow. You suspect that they were made by the booted feet of a Dracarim. Your suspicions are quickly confirmed when a Dracarim patrol appears nearby. The Dracarim leader tells his soldiers to draw their weapons. Then he orders one of them to go back to their camp and raise the alarm. You must act quickly if you are to prevent the Dracarim runner from carrying out the order. You count your alacrity to stop the Dracarim runner from getting away. You rush towards the Dracarim runner, forcing him to join the fight. That one. No! Fuck! Fuck me! I thought it was a clicking thing. Silly me. That was stupid. With one fluid movement, you take aim with your ranged weapon and let fly the missile of the Dracarim runner. Back. Your aim is true. The runner is dead before his body hits the snow. Your swift and impressive shot grabs the leader's attention. He bellows with anger as he looks at the limp body of his fallen soldier. He is off guard, and you exploit this to your advantage. You leap into the attack and strike the leader before he is able to raise his weapon. Nice, we got an preemptive strike for once. Did we? Oh, he has 90 health. Are you serious? He has 90 health. Wow. Well, I guess we'll just do a quick attack. Yeah. Wow. Well, that was easy enough. It never is that easy, is it? No, it's not. I spoke too soon. Well, it's time to use some magic. Come on. That was terrible. And now let's finish him off. I don't think I'll be able to finish him off with this attack. No. Still has a little bit of health left, that bastard. Let's shoot him. Good. That guy. How should we deal with him? Okay, so 350 plus that is... I think I should have enough. Yeah, let's just use a wolf charge. And then wait a little bit. And shield up. Come on, okay. Wolf slice. I could do a combined attack. Yeah, sure, why not? A heavy attack. Let's hope I hit him. Yes. And finally, Let's use Sixth Sense. Try and not take any more damage. Any unnecessary damage, that is. Was that all? Ah, fuck me. Yeah, I'm gonna take some damage now, unfortunately. Can't help it. I thought I killed their runner. Well, this is unfortunate. It really is. Let's see. Let's shoot him first to make sure that he has lost. He has enough health to die to my next attack. And I should hopefully get some mana. Yeah. Do I have... No, it's not ready. Okay, so let's see. I can try and... wait a little bit for Wolf's resilience. No, let's just damage him. I have a plan in mind. Oh, I don't have enough. Fuck. No, I don't think I'll have it ready in time. I could get some help from him. Now, I'm thinking about using survival to get some health back after in the next round. Really annoying. Ah, nothing. I'm not that lucky, am I? Please don't knock me on the ground. You now? What you gonna do? Okay, let's use it. And kill him. I really don't want to use combined attack on him. He has a little double damage, but I feel that he's gonna be able to get away with it. You know what? No, let's see. Bolt. By away with it, I mean dodge my attack. And a heavy attack. Good. And now him. 650. Let's see, that is... I should have enough, yeah. Good, all my health is back. No! I didn't want you to do that. I was gonna shield up first. Sure. And now we wait. Yeah, we wait. Hopefully I'll be ready before he's out of the confusion or the stun. And I am indeed. Let's kill him. Nice! And I'm on full health and full mana. Couldn't have gone better, I'd say. That was a good fight. I'm learning. I am indeed. I'm gonna check out the clearing before we end the episode. You hurry away from the clearing, along the track on which Jackerin first appeared. There are many footprints in the snow, and you are fearful on encountering more of the enemy. Ahead. You take to the trees, and your caution is soon rewarded. You arrived at the edge of a large Jackerin encampment. The stiff bodies of Jackerin soldiers are piled on a heap. In a heap at one side of the camp, opposite several bivouacs that are guarded by a handful of troops. A Jackerin commander is barking out orders. Something fatal and unforeseen has happened here, and you are determined to find out what it is. In the midst of the bivouacs stands a tent that is much larger than the others. It is the Dracarim commander's tent. It may contain the answers to this mystery. You make for the tent, trying to avoid the guards. With stealth, you make your way slowly between the bivouacs. Unfortunately, the surest route to the tent requires you to pass very close to the corpses. The cold has preserved their flesh, but the smell is unnaturally strong. Nausea wells up in the pit of your stomach, and it makes you vomit. You are lucky not to attract the attention of the Dracarim, but you feel debilitated when finally you are able to approach the tent. You discover that the tent is unoccupied, and it contains only a camp bed and a folding table, upon which there is a pouch made from guyk hide. Wow. You flip it open and discover a written report. You keep this Dracarim report. It may contain useful information, but you have no time to decipher it now. You leave the camp by the same way you entered. Forewarned, you hold the hem of your cloak firmly to your nose and mouth as you pass close by the mound of stiff Dracarim corpses. Beyond the encampment lies an expanse of dense timberland. You push deeper into the thick forest until you feel sure that there is no enemies nearby. Now you start to rest and examine the Dracarim report. Jesus, there goes my phone almost. From what you are able to decipher of the guyk script, you learn that an attempted mutiny took place at the encampment. A rival Dracarim captain with an old score to settle mustered half the camp and tried to kill the leader and take command. Unfortunately for them, the commander was meeting with an elite Gorgas when the revolt started, and it made short work of the mutineers and their luckless captain. The frozen corpses you saw piled opposite of the bivouacs are the last remains. The Gorgas is referred to as Red Fang. It is the highest ranking of all enemies operating in the sunken forest. The report also says that after the revolt was quelled, Red Fang returned to its post. It has been tasked with guarding an ancient Chianti portal which is located to the northeast. Beyond the portal there are a network of tunnels, one which leads to Vitag. It is by this way that the Gaiaks and Dracarim have invaded the sunken forest, and it is the way along which all the loot from Rockstar is being transported to the Darklands fortress. You allow yourself a wry smile. You have discovered the way you must go in order to complete your mission. Yay! Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So, ending the episode here, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time. Goodbye.